Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Kansas City Royals.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Seth Lugo. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Carlos Correa in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike two. Castro stands at second with no outs. That one lifted to left. Melendez. And makes the grab. And there's one down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Larnach will hit next. And that one popped in the air, left field. He's got it. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Byron Buxton stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Matt Wallner, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
2 aboard, 2 outs. That one misses, and the count is 2-0.
2-0 to count.
Fastball for a strike.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and today on the hill, Pablo Lopez.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Curveball drops in for a strike.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
And there's one away. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. First pitch misses. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Up
Ball.
and in, and that is ball one.
No strike.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that's ripped for a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Line drive. Buxton makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top of the second, here's Royce Lewis. Lugo, a 6'4" righty, 35 years old, and he took home a Gold Glove in 2024. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Stepping in, Ty France. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Digging in, Brooks Lee. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. And that misses. And it's 2-1.
2 balls.
2
1
outs,
strike.
base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball left side. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Royals 1 and the Twins nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. Lopez back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Michael Garcia getting ready to hit. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Kyle.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Jonathan India at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Melendez scores. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. And there's a foul ball.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
The shortstop takes the ball. Isbell over at second. India over at first with 1 away. And now 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now back, first baseman.
So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. That's towards center. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning, and now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. And there's a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1.
High fly ball out to left field. Melendez going after it. And a quick out, number 1. Back to the top of the lineup. And next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. Doubled in his first AB. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Correa up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. Next pitch is downstairs. Out to center. Isbell under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Kansas City as we go to the last of the third. So up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. And he chases a high fastball there.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Now batting.
Man at first, nobody out. And the batter now, Michael Massey. Now a screamer into the outfield. Larnach makes the grab, one down. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one is back. And gone! They'll circle the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And next up for the Royals, MJ Melendez. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting. Third baseman, Michael.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. He popped out his first time. Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now at the plate, Kyle Isbell. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Larnach makes the grab, 2 down. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
In the air out towards right center. Buxton sizing it up, and that is the inning. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's Trevor Larnach.
Number 9, Trevor Larnach.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. That's down and in.
Well, these Twins just
ball,
lacking
one
discipline at
strike.
the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
In the air, left field. Melendez makes the grab, one away.
The center fielder, number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton. Reached on a drop, third strike his first time. Swing, and the bat went flying there. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. That one missing inside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing here this half. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr. To the right side. Lee gets it to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
They'll back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Runner on at first with 1 gone, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Puts it away for the out. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Hit on the ground to short. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Whips it to first. One up, one down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
France, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. The Twins down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Two down, bases empty. Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. On the ground, Witt sends it across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. He continues to roll. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and to the plate for Kansas City, M.J. Melendez. Lifted in the air, right center field. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here comes the manager. New pitcher on here, Michael Tonkin.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So a man at first. And next up for the Royals, Michael Garcia, 1 for 2. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Isbell at the plate and takes high there. Action in the pen down there. Jorge Alcala warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Coulombe also getting ready. Lined, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. So now here's the DH, Jonathan India. Line drive, that's a base hit out of the left center field. Throw into third, he's in there. Melendez scores. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And here is Bobby Witt Jr. Ripped on a line to center. Buxton puts it away, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and it's now a 6-run lead. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino, 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Royals 6 and the Twins nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And another ball.
So I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And it is 2-1.
Three balls, one strike.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning. So the batting order turns over. This is Willie Castro. That's a little bit low. And that one in the air center field. Witt pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And here comes Carlos Correa. The shortstop takes the ball. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably takes it to the bag. That's one. Safe at second. So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Jeffers at second with 2 down. And there's a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Finish him.
Rips one to right. Fair ball. Jeffers around third. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Next to hit, Byron Buxton. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And the Twins plate 1 on the double, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back here in Kansas City, and here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Tonkin back to work. And that's way high. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Jorge Alcala up and throwing. Coulombe warming up as well. Next offering upstairs. That one hammered left field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Michael Massey digs in now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
the right fielder, number 16.
And here is Hunter Renfroe. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Got him. Now 2 out. And to the plate for Kansas City, MJ Melendez. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Trying to bunt his way on. Picks it up with a bare hand. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Next to hit, Michael Garcia. Slice down the right side. Misses off the inside, and that's ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Larnach makes the play, and the inning is over. So back here at Kauffman Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That one the other way, and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. Ty France, the next to hit. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's a hit. Throws to second. Stop sign goes up at third. And the bases are loaded. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one misses. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next offering upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Ryan Jeffers now at the plate. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. In there, and it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-2. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
The tying run at the plate.
Full count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Royals 6 and the Twins 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jorge Alcala. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. That's to third. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And that's very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And it's even up. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Outside low, now 2-2. Out to short, Correa. Slings to first, out. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And the 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. And first offering is fouled off.
Man, this has been impressive. Just now getting to 100 pitches as we start this 8th inning. He's given them a lot of length, and we'll see just how much longer they'll let him go.
There's a swing and a drive. Renfroe raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that skips in the dirt. The Royals leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Harvey.
That one at triple digits.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. That takes care of Buxton. So 2 down now, and here is Matt Wallner. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. On the warning track and hauls it in. Bottom of the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. And he hits a ground ball right side on to France.
He's out.
And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Salvi steps into the box now. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to first.
Out.
2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Hunter Renfroe steps in for the Royals. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Buxton sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. Harvey back to work. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they inch closer. It's 6-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top of the 9th. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing at a high fly ball right field. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. And a curve drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
No.
Jeffers at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that's outside. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Foul ball. One strike away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Perez on to first. In time, ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.